Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Today we've got some really interesting news coming out of the Steelers camp that could have some serious implications for the team's future. It's about one of the cornerstone players, Heyward, and a situation that's been making waves among the fanbase and the NFL community alike. You see, Heyward, who's been a leader, a dominant force on that defensive line for years, finds himself in the middle of a contract dispute. It's a storyline that's been unfolding behind the scenes, but recently, Heyward himself made some statements that shed light on his current mindset and the situation at hand. And let me tell you, this isn't just about money or negotiations. It's about a player who's committed to the team, but also frustrated with the way things are progressing. Heyward, for those of you who might not know, is an absolute pillar for the Steelers, both on and off the field. Since joining the team, he's been known not only for his relentless motor and pass-rushing ability, but also for his leadership qualities, his professionalism, and his dedication to the franchise. As fans, we all appreciate players like Heyward who give their all every single game, who embody that Steelers' grit and resilience. And it's precisely because of that, it's so intriguing to see him in this situation. Now, the contract talks have been ongoing for some time, and naturally, in the NFL, when negotiations hit a snag, it can become a hot topic among fans and media alike. Some fans have been vocal, expressing their support for Heyward, insisting that the team should do everything to keep him, recognizing his invaluable contribution. Others, however, have questioned the timing, the approach, or even criticized Heyward for speaking out publicly at a sensitive time. But here's the thing. Players like Heyward, who have been franchise cornerstones, deserve respect for their stance. They're not just athletes, they're leaders, and their commitment goes beyond just playing. Recently, Heyward responded to some of this criticism during a press conference, and his words were quite telling. He said, "I cannot control what fans think about the contract situation. My focus remains on my performance on the field, and I am confident that the team and I will reach a fair resolution at the right time." Now, you can hear the calm but firm tone in his voice. It's a veteran's attitude, focused, professional, and unwavering. But behind those words, you can sense a bit of frustration, the kind that comes from being in limbo, from feeling like your efforts are being overshadowed by contract talks rather than your on-field performance. And that's what makes this situation so compelling. Because Heyward, despite the external noise, continues to train hard to prepare himself for the upcoming season and to show leadership in the locker room. His dedication hasn't wavered, even if the negotiations have hit a rough patch. This brings us to a crucial point, the importance of Heyward for the Steelers' defense. I mean, this guy is a game changer when he's healthy and motivated. Last season, he was still making plays, disrupting opposing quarterbacks, and setting the tone for that Steelers' defense that's been historically tough. His leadership on and off the field is vital for the team's morale and cohesion. The coaching staff and front office know this well, which is why there's a strong desire to keep him in Pittsburgh for the long haul. The team's management has expressed publicly their appreciation for Heyward's contributions and their willingness to negotiate in good faith. They see him not just as a player, but as a cornerstone of the franchise's future. And given how important he's been over the years, it's no surprise that they're eager to find a solution that works for both sides. Now, stepping back a bit, let's talk about what this means for the Steelers' season. The NFL landscape is always shifting, and in the AFC North, rivalries are fierce. The Ravens, Browns, and Bengals are all looking to make a statement, and having a player like Heyward on the defensive line, leading by example, is crucial. His ability to clog running lanes, pressure the quarterback, and set the tone for the defense can't be overstated. If the Steelers manage to keep him, it's a massive boost for their Super Bowl aspirations. But if, for some reason, this situation drags on and a deal isn't reached, it could create some turbulence on that defensive front. The team will need to adapt, perhaps rely more on younger players or other veterans, but the loss of Heyward would be a significant blow. And speaking of the current roster, the Steelers have been focusing on building a competitive team around their core players. The draft picks, the free agents, they are all part of a bigger picture aiming for another deep playoff run. But at the heart of it all, Cam Heyward is a symbol of stability and leadership. His presence in the locker room is invaluable, and his work ethic sets a standard for the entire team. The coaching staff, especially head coach Mike Tomlin, has always emphasized consistency, accountability, and resilience, qualities that Heyward exemplifies. It's no wonder the front office is eager to settle this contract dispute swiftly, because losing him would be like losing a cornerstone of that defensive fortress. Now, let's talk about the fans' perspective. As we know, Steelers Nation is passionate and vocal. Some fans have taken to social media to voice their support for Heyward, arguing that he's earned the respect and the contract he's seeking. Others have expressed concern, wondering if this could be a distraction or a sign of internal issues. But I think the overall sentiment leans towards trust in the team's leadership and belief that they'll find a way to keep Cam Heyward in black and gold. Because at the end of the day, everyone understands how crucial he is to the team's identity. His leadership, his grit, and his relentless drive are what make him one of the most respected players on the roster. Now, what's next? Well, we're all eagerly awaiting news about how these negotiations will unfold. Will they reach an agreement before the start of training camp? Will there be a holdout? Those are questions only time will answer. But it's clear that both sides want to come to a resolution that satisfies everyone. The Steelers' front office recognizes his value, and Heyward's focus remains on helping the team succeed. The hope is that cooler heads will prevail, and we'll see number 97 back on that field, leading that Steelers defense once again. As we look ahead to the season, there's a sense of anticipation. The Steelers have been building something special, and players like Cam Heyward are the heartbeat of that effort. His leadership, his skill, and his resilience will be critical if they're to contend once more for that elusive Super Bowl title. Fans are eager, and rightly so, to see him in action and to know that he's committed to the cause, no matter what the contract talks bring. The journey might have some hurdles, but the passion and resilience of Steelers Nation will always remain strong. We believe in our team, in our players, especially in guys like Cam Heyward, who embody everything that makes the Steelers great. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. Do you think they'll reach an agreement soon? Are you worried about this affecting the team's chemistry or season? Or are you confident that everything will be resolved smoothly? Whatever your thoughts are, let us know. We love hearing from the Steelers family, and your voice is what keeps this community alive. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. We're in this together, and I promise to keep bringing you the best insights, the latest rumors, and all the news you need to stay ahead of the game. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's go Steelers!